Hello there everybody, welcome back to some more Ratchet Clank 2 Going Commando. I did my research and I found out that I have episode 11 uploaded and episode 12 rendered. So this is still this is episode 17 and I'm technically like 5 videos behind. 5 to 6 videos behind. So yeah, fuck me, right? Okay, so you know what I probably should do? I should probably use my common sense to move in the appropriate direction that I would think that the fucking thing would be at. That might actually help me with those infiltrator things from now on. That goddamn bolt magnetizer is going to come in so handy later. Let's see here. I don't think there is a bolt in that section because it'd be one of those kinds of bolts that'd be kind of annoying to get. And you can't really go back either. So it's like you miss it, you miss it. So I don't think they would do that to you. If they put a bolt around here anywhere at all, I'm sure they will give you another like levitator thing later on that you can go to come back with. Like this one right here. Except this one right here is supposed to be the one that goes, you know, forward up here. Oh shit, well I fell in the lava straight away. Oh, dude. That's not right. That is not fucking right. Okay, so let's fly our fat asses over here. Oh, you actually might be able to use this one. Yeah, but still. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Crash Bandicoot. Like the fact that you can use like these stupid jetpack shit to fly through this kind of stuff. Which I think Crash 3 might have added that stuff in. Or was it Crash 4? It was either 3 or 4. I don't remember. Which, you know, I have a feeling everybody's probably getting pissed at me right now. They're like, God damn it, Alex. Fucking do Crash Bandicoot 100%, you little bitch. You said you were.
Ratchet Clank, I hope this gets through to you. I'm transmitting from the Thugs for Less fleet. This ship just returned from a Megacorp distribution center, and I think I found the answer to...
Hey, who's there?
Meow.
Aw. Wait a minute. What are you doing here? Sending a message to your little pals, huh? Well, say goodbye, boys. Take her to headquarters.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yes, Angela knows how to defeat the proto-pet.
And
she does a terrible cat impression?
and we have to rescue her from the thugs.
Agreed. We need that answer.
And we have to protect her.
Okay. I will upload the coordinates.
It's funny how Ratchet gave Clank shit for having a girlfriend kind of situation going on. And now Clank's the one giving Ratchet kind of weird looks and what have you. So, anyway, yes, I did actually do Crash Bandicoot 1 on this channel. I did beat it, and I beat the second 100%, and I beat the third 100%, not 110% or whatever it was. I didn't get all the fucking platinum relics or anything like that. I love Crash Bandicoot dear to death. It's one of my favorite franchises, if not my favorite franchise. It's like, you can say like, oh, well, Bioshock's your favorite game, therefore, isn't Bioshock your favorite franchise? No. No. And I'll tell you why in just a second. Because Bioshock 2 was fair enough, and Infinite is alright as well. So now we have to put up with these goddamn motherfucking Thugs for Less little shithead bastards again, of course. But yeah, the thing is, like, okay, so I have a history of just not liking Infinite. And there's multitudes of reasons why I don't like Infinite. The first reason being, it was way too popular. It was overhyped to shit. And it wasn't even that good of a fucking game. It was not that good. And I'm one of the very few people, not very few, but there's quite a lot of us too, that watched the original trailer for Bioshock Infinite when it was coming out. And most of us Bioshock fans were like, fuck yeah, hell yeah, this looks great. You know, it's like, I can't wait until this comes out. Like, it's gonna be great, you know? And then they go and change everything to accommodate to the engine that they're using, which I can understand. That happens a lot. You know, that always fucking happens when you see a fucking trailer for a game and they never show off the actual goddamn legit in-game gameplay. They show off some fancy, you know, little quirk-looking thing, and it's just like, oh. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to use that word, but that was the word that came to my mind. But anyway, like, it just... They used... I don't know. I just feel like I got ripped off in the end. Like, I honestly... I was old enough to realize that, you know, developers do this kind of shit. But at the same time, you know, I just let myself think, like, oh, this could legitly be the legitimate Bioshock 3. And, like, they're calling it Infinite. I was like, okay, so that's cool. I mean, I'm fine with that. You know, I was like, this is awesome. And then Infinite comes out. And everybody started buying into it. Everybody started buying the game. And it became kind of an overpopulated piece of shit in my mind. I was like, God damn, I'm sick and tired of fucking seeing people who don't play video games playing Infinite and talking about the legendary Bioshock that is Bioshock. And it's like, oh, it groaned on me. It's like, okay, say for instance, you know, here's a good example. For all you Pokemon fans out there, and I know there's a fucking lot of YouTube, there's a lot of people I know that are Pokemon fans. And when Pokemon Go was coming out, there was a lot of just random people, casual people, playing Pokemon Go, right? I'm not saying that they shouldn't be playing Pokemon Go or anything like that, but they started seeming like they had an idea of what Pokemon was. You know, there's a lot of people like me, and I do the same thing too, and I know I'm not supposed to be doing it, and it's kind of an asshole thing to do. But I usually have that mindset where it's like, you haven't been there. You don't know. You know what I mean? It's that little mindset. It's like, you don't fucking know what you're getting into. Like, you don't understand the legend of what it was. And yeah, I know. It's like, oh, they can... Well, you know, Bioshock Infinite comes with the first one, you know, installed on it and stuff like that. You can go download it that way. It's like, yeah, you could. But you didn't take the time back then to check it out yourself. Now, okay, here's my thing. They played, okay, if you've never played Bioshock in your life, and you played Infinite, and you were like, God damn, dude, Bioshock is like the legit best game out there ever made, created by God. It's like, okay, yeah, like, you must have played the first two, right? And you must have really enjoyed those as well. What? It's like, wait, what do you mean? Well, I only played Infinite. It's clearly the best one. That shit I hate. If you played Bioshock Infinite and you're like, okay, so there's actually more. It's like, okay, so there's actually more Bioshocks to this. And then you start playing those and you're like, wow, these are actually kind of cool. Like, I like these kinds of things. Like, I can respect the originality of the originals that came with it. And it's like, okay, sweet, kick ass. These are fun. I can understand, you know, I can understand why people liked these games back then. You know, and now I think I like these kinds of games too. And I'm glad that Infinite brought me to, you know, playing Bioshock and all that other stuff. That's great and all. You know? But I don't know, what pisses me off is like when people like they talk about Bioshock Infinite being like the best fucking thing in existence. It's like, it's not. Bioshock 1 was better than this. But then again, they don't see that because they've only played Infinite. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they go back and play the first one, and now their mind is just incorporated on the fact that Bioshock Infinite was like the best one. It's that first game kind of mentality. Like, say for instance, you play Crash 3 before you play, you know, the original. You're instantly gonna be like, when you play the original, you're gonna be like, well, this is not like Crash 3, so this sucks, asshole. You know what? Actually, I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about anymore. I don't know what Yeah, okay, actually, hold on. I'm gonna look deep into my brain and figure out exactly why I hate Infinite so much. Because I am not coming up with the correct way of putting this. I think I hated the hype around it. It felt like to me that there's a bunch of non-Bioshock fans playing Bioshock, and that's what I think pissed me off. And I know that's extremely hypocritical of me to say, extremely stupid of me to say. What I mean by hypocritical is I mean like that new Nier game that's coming out. I've never played Nier in my life, and you know, now that I know what Nier is, well, I don't know what it is actually. I've never played the original, and you know, it's being made by my favorite company, so yeah, it's like, why not, right? Same thing with Star Fox. It's like I played Star Fox 64, and that was at best what I've done. And now I have Star Fox Zero. So it's like, yeah, I'm kind of an asshole. But still, I'm not going around being like, well, fucking Star Fox Zero is like the best fucking thing ever in existence. Just because, you know, it's like first fucking thing I've ever played, and it was like, I don't know. You know what? How about this? I just don't like Infinite. How about that? Can I just say that instead? I don't like the popularity that came behind Infinite. Because it seemed to me like, where was that when Bioshock 1 came out? Like, it barely anywhere. And it just... And I was fine with it. I hate fads. I really do. But then again, like, that sounds extremely hypocritical, and I apologize for trying to be hypocritical. But I don't like fads. I don't like popular shit at all. And yes, Pokemon Go technically is a fad, and it's popular shit. I found it funny. Okay, you know what? This is just a really bad topic. I'm kind of giving firepower to other people instead of myself. And you people are going to give me shit for it, I know. But anyway, yeah, go ahead, do it. Anyway, I just... Okay, I don't like Infinite. How about that? So, with Pokemon Go, it's like... I saw this article that was saying, like, is Pokemon Go just a fad? Or was it just a fad? It's like, holy shit, did you just now figure that out for yourselves? If something is out of nowhere extremely fucking popular for no fucking reason, of course it's a fad, you fucking dipshits. That's kind of what fads are. They're just popular because of just whatever fucking reason of being popular. There's nothing behind it that would even support it not being fucking, I don't know. There's nothing behind that was good. It was just, okay, it's a decent game at best. But it's nothing to be extremely excited about. It's a phone game, for fuck's sake. It's like Flappy Bird, or whatever the fuck it was called. That fucking little phone game that came out a long time ago. And that was like before I even had a smartphone, so I didn't really give a shit. But anyway, like with that game, it's like everybody started fucking playing that, right? Right? You know, and everybody started playing Facebook games, and those are becoming popular. Those were fucking fads. If everybody in the goddamn fucking world is playing a fucking game, it's probably more likely a fad, at best. Of course it was a goddamn fad. Well, shit, everything's a fad. Everything that's new that comes out is usually a fad. It's now a fad to hate on Metroid. It's now a fad to hate on No Man's Sky. It's a fad to hate on Mighty Number 9. Or it was. Not anymore, because now that's done and over with. We got that out of our systems. Everything in the world now, it's like everybody's connected on a global scale. And what I mean by that is like the internet. Like everything is now on the internet pretty much. Practically everything. Yes, memes included, of course, duh. So everybody's going to be able to see all this new shit that's coming out. Like back then when we were kids, well, like I think the internet was actually out when I was a kid. I'm sure it probably was. But we had to, you know, we watched trailers on TV and stuff like that. I was born in the 90s, guys, so there wasn't really much access to all these new game trailers everywhere. You know, I couldn't just go, well, I probably had to go to like GameStop or something like that just to see like new games that were coming out, you know, or something like that. Like you had to go somewhere to find like, oh, okay, so there's these new games coming out, and if it wasn't popular enough, like if it wasn't already popular, or like if it wasn't Madden or something like that back then, or Crash, or you know, all those really super popular games are just now hitting the market, and they were extremely good, and they were gonna be good, like Tomb Raider and all this other stuff that started becoming like, you know, like household names and stuff like that. It was probably hard to find games like Medieval and stuff like that back then, I'm sure, because like it didn't seem like it was a popular game back then. Hell, I didn't even see it until, you know, like a few years ago at least. And that's saying a lot. You know, not just PlayStation All-Stars, I'm talking about like just the guys I watch that do Let's Plays of it. Well, oh shit! Well, anyway, like freaking, the Let's Plays I've seen, and of course PlayStation All-Stars kind of gave me light to what Medieval technically was, or is. I seen a whole Let's Play of it, and I'm like, yeah, okay, looks cool, you know, looks fun. I actually almost bought it one day. But then again, like back then, I didn't buy it because I didn't know what the fuck it was. I never heard of it until like recently. It was a PlayStation 1 game, for fuck's sake. That was the era of gaming that I started in. At least, you know, it's like, holy shit. You know, I missed out on a game that might have actually been interesting to me. And like, we had Gex, we had like different random shit, but at the same time, you know, you hardly knew what was the new you hardly knew what was new unless it was the in thing at the time, like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and all that other stuff. God fucking damn it! But anyway, like, it's just, there's no way to tell what was coming out unless you like watched trailers or something like that on TV, or you found GameStop. And nowadays, everything's on the internet. Even if you're not a gamer, you see it everywhere. You see fucking No Man's Sky getting shit on out the ass on Twitter, blowing up at that one particular moment, or, you know, and now, like, if you're not even a YouTuber yourself, or if you're not like a big, like, if you don't do like a bunch of YouTube shit, and you just follow a bunch of YouTubers, you know, now with this whole YouTube drama shit going on, you're gonna see all that too. So it's like Twitter and Facebook and all this other stuff's blowing up with all these different things that are going on. And, you know, the internet, of course, is the best way to provide information nowadays. Like, you see, you can clearly see everything everywhere. Like, games that you've never heard of, or that you probably never would have checked out, you can, more than likely, you'll find online. You know, that's usually the best way. And of course, I look up gameplay videos before I buy a game too, just to be on the safe side. Because I don't want to buy a game and then all of a sudden, well, sometimes I do. Sometimes I take the risk. Like with Resonance of Fate. Like, I looked up a little bit of gameplay for it, like mainly just the end game action sequences. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And then I bought it, and it's like, oh, it's kind of eh. Like, IGN was talking shit on it, so I was like, I don't believe this. Like, I don't believe it could be that fucking bad. It's IGN we're talking about here. No, it's not that bad. No, it's not. It's not as bad as IGN says it is. But it's not as good as I hoped it would have been, too. That was the one thing that concluded it. I was like, it's okay at best. Like, I can play it every once in a while, and I'll be satisfied, and that's fine with me. Well, shit, like, I barely even played Final Fantasy VII, and, like, that was, like, the most popular game back then. That's, like, everybody's fucking biggest favorite fucking Final Fantasy. And you could definitely tell, just by playing Kingdom Hearts, that fucking Nomura loves the shit out of 7, or at least Cloud in general. Like, Jesus Christ almighty, that guy just never goes away. Yeah, like, seriously, like, there's so much popularity with it, too, you know? And, like, I play it, and it's like, okay, this is fun, I like this. I'll play it, you know, some of the time then, I guess. I'll play it whenever I feel like playing it. It's that simple. I wish, you know, I really wish I'd get more rotating with these fucking ships, though. It'd be nice. At least I don't need to, like hardcore grind on this kind of stuff. You know, just saying that word makes me want to do a fucking hard mode guide of something. Just any fucking thing. Like, even if I have to, I might have to do fucking South Park Stick of Truth hardest mode, like, guide or something like that. Even though they don't need a guide for it, but god damn it, it's not the guide that they wanted, but it was the guide that they needed. No, I'm kidding. Actually, it wasn't the guide that they wanted or needed. It was the guide that I wanted to do. Is that ship still up? Like, I blew his ass. Like, oh. Hold on, folks. I think I've been talking way too much. Holy shit, my voice is starting to, like, crack out now. Oh, that hurt a little bit. That hurt my throat. But, yeah, anyway. I guess moral of the story today is, don't trust everything reviewers say online. You know, if you want to play a game, fucking play it. If you want to take the risk of finding a random game, then fucking take the risk and find a random game. If you want to be like me and look up gameplay before you buy a game, including even looking at IGN because they usually give off gameplay clips, then go ahead. If you want to see reviews and judge it on that way, do it that way. Like, you know, you have your own opinion. If you think that, you know, listening to somebody else's opinion on a game will change your opinion on it, fine. By all means, go ahead. Also, the other moral of the story is, I fucking hate Infinite. Simple as that. It made BioShock shit to me now, and I still love the original game. For anybody wondering, if anybody's wondering if I'm going to actually buy the new, like, triple pack for PS4, I'm not counting on it. I really don't care enough. I have the original one, that's good enough for me. That's all I need in life. But then again, like, I can have, like, the fourth... I already have, like, 3 fucking copies of the original first game. Like, I'm talking about, you know, like, digital and CD, which is fucking broken.
What is your problem? I'm trying to make a living here, and you two losers keep lousing it up. Ratchet and Clank, isn't it? Look, if you two don't hightail it back to your own galaxy, I'm gonna blast you into so many pieces you'll need a, well, there's gonna be a lot of them. I can tell you that. So you two hit the road, and don't bother trying to find me, 'cause I got wind. I mean, I'm like the wind. You never know where I might show up next. And I blow hard, and I can be cooling on a warm summer day. Well, you get the idea. Goodbye, morons!
Does he realize he has just transmitted his exact location?
If not, he's about to find out.
Okay, so let's go ahead and continue on with these little missions here real quick. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. That first one fucking sucked, dude. But anyway, like, I wouldn't mind having it. You know, another copy. I have, like, the Infinite version that came with the first game. I have the PC version of it. I have my original first bought copy of it. Which I actually, honestly, I bought 2 years after the game came out. And then all of a sudden, fucking Bioshock 2 was coming out and pre-ordered. I pre-ordered that and I was like, oh, hell yeah. And I had fun with the multiplayer for a while. And it's actually still kind of fun every once in a while. But, you know, I didn't hate the game. But it was at a time where I was like, Bioshock, what happened? Like, why was it the first one was so fucking good and now, like, you can't make another goddamn good sequel? Infinite was coming out. I already talked about this topic. I know. I probably should shut up. I talked about this game so many fucking times. If you want proof, either I don't know if I did it in my Let's Play or not, but I might have talked about Bioshock then too. In my Let's Play, more than likely, I'm sure I probably did. You know how I am with Bioshock. You get me talking about the tangent, Infinite's gonna come up, and a fucking rant. It will. It will fucking come up. And you know, like, Infinite was coming out and it was looking fucking fantastic, and then I bought it and I was just I was a little underwhelmed. Let's just say that, to be the least. I was impressed at some things. At least you can upgrade all your weapons, even though you can only keep like 2 at a time. It became so modern. Why? Well, okay, it was becoming modernized. That's what it was. It wasn't modern, you know, FPS style, but still, there was a hint of that modernization that fucked it up. Sprinting was added in. Only carry 2 weapons at a time. Elizabeth, for one. Oh, fucking Christ. She was everywhere, dude. And fucking, like, Nostalgia Critic talked about Infinite, like, out the ass in his reviews. He made jokes about it. It's like, stop, Critic. I don't know, like, I don't like the new Nostalgia Critic stuff anymore. Like, it's just, it's not as funny to me. Like, it just seems cringy. And I don't like that. I don't fucking like that, dude. Like, if you guys like the new one, if you like the new style of Nostalgia Critic stuff, sure. Like, even Angry Video Game Nerd to me is starting to become a little bit more tiring and cringy. Not cringy, but you're just tiring. You know, like, I'm getting tired of seeing it. It's just like, ugh. He doesn't do it that much, but still, he does other stuff too. And, you know, it's like, yeah, that's fine and dandy. If he wants to do new stuff, he can do all that new stuff that he wants. I don't care what he does with his channel. You know, that's fine with me. It's whatever. But still, it's just, like I said, it's just fucking tiring. I don't know. I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired of a lot of things, I guess. So now I guess we're gonna go find this stupid fucking new ship that's coming out, which is gonna be this one. So I'm gonna try my best to blow that to hell and see what I can do best. You know what? I don't know. Like, companies these days, I don't know. YouTubers, companies, everything. Just everything nowadays to me is becoming kind of shit. And it's just like that South Park episode. Like, you guys remember that? Like, where fucking Stan was, he thought everything was basically shit at that point, and everything was looking like shit, and like literally and metaphorically everything was becoming shit to him. Like, it was funny, right? But now it's like, holy crap, is this true? Like, even the parents, like, you know, Randy and all, like, Sharon thought that the new fucking, well, even Randy thought like the new music was shit, and it literally was just a bunch of fart noises inside of a fucking microphone. And then he's like, you know what? I want to become hip just like the kids these days, and start, you know, fucking shitting in or farting in the mic too, and make it sound like it's actual legit music. And that's kind of funny to me too, because like, it kind of hits me right there, because I'm getting old. Like, I'm getting fucking old. Yeah, I'm 22 years old right now. That's not old to a lot of people. A lot of people are like, yeah, wait till you get like you're 30, and then you'll be like, yeah. Or like you're 40 or whatever. Like fucking like a buddy of mine, you know, he's 30-something. He's, I don't know, like, I'm sure he probably knows exactly what I'm talking about. But like, you know, he's still a kid at heart. But I wonder if he ever gets those feelings too, where it's just like, God, everything's shit. I mean, he generally seems to like everything. That's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to talk shit. I'm just trying to say that he generally likes a lot of things. You know, he generally is open-minded, and that's a good thing to have. That's a great thing to have, is be open-minded about everything. As with me, I'm open-minded when it comes to, like, new games and stuff like that. Well, by that, I mean, like, games I've never played before. You know, not just new games that are coming out in general, but just new games that I've never seen or played, and they just all of a sudden look cool to me. It's like, okay, I want to try out, you know, Lords of the Fallen. Like, I've never played that. You know, he said, Lords of the Fallen's a pretty good game, you should try it out. And I was like, okay, so I did. I think it's alright. Like, there's problems with it. And, you know, it's funny when everybody gives games shit if they have bugs or glitches or whatever. It's like, all of a sudden, it's just trash if it's quote-unquote broken. It's like, oh my god. Technically, to be fairly honest, I don't remember ever playing a game that would qualify as being broken. Unless you want to talk about, like, you know, Sonic 06 or something like that. Then, you know, I could see where people would be like, yeah, that's fucking broken. It's like, well, okay, if you can beat the game, it's not necessarily broken. But then again, what about, like, multiplayer games? Like, you can't beat those, right? No, technically you can't. But what, it's like, okay, Alex, would you say that those are broken? No, you don't understand what the fuck I'm saying. Games that have, like, glitches and them and bugs constantly, if you can't beat the single player campaign of a game, and because of bugs or, you know, other problems that come with the game itself, that's fucking broken. Not, like, if it's got bugs and glitches everywhere, but you can still somehow manage to beat the game, even if you have to use fucking bugs. Oh, okay, if you have to use bugs, then I guess it's broken. But if you don't have to use bugs to get through it just fine, it's not fucking broken, ladies and gentlemen. That, to me, is not broken. That, to me, is still playable. Every game I've played so far has, even with its problems, so far has proven that they are actually beatable and playable. Moving violation, where the fuck that would be? God damn it. Alright, anyway, folks, without further ado, I think I've had enough ranting for today. I should probably stop recording and actually get some shit uploaded. I'm gonna get episode 12 uploaded because I thought I had to upload it, but I didn't. Get that one done. I'm gonna do some rendering and probably do some editing on some certain stuff. So, we'll see you all in the next episode when we play some more Ratchet Clank 2 Going Commando. And as always, take care, everybody.